3, 2. Welcome back to the Game Show Gameshow. Who's excited to win some fabulous prizes? Let's introduce today's contestants. Come on with me, Detroit, Michigan, and enjoying playing with their kids and going to Disney World. Give it up for Jelly Bean. Also from Detroit, Michigan, they enjoy golf and vacation. Give it up for the Goose! Coming all the way from Geneva, Illinois, they enjoy watching endless amounts of sports. Give it up for Scoob! From Naperville, they enjoy sports and, of course, watching sports. Give it up for Mondo! From Libertyville, they enjoy working, reading, wine, and, of course, family time. Give it up for Dara! Hailing from Naperville, they enjoy working out, dogs, and booze. Give it up for Ken! From Naperville, they enjoy playing music and golfing. Give it up for Baggins! From Geneva, she enjoys events, parties, arts, and baking. Give it up for Steptoe!
All right, Steptoe.
From Naperville, they enjoy music, reading, and dogs. Give it up for Holly Quinn! From Chicago, she enjoys dancing and hanging out with family and friends. Put your hands together for Wonder! Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for your host with the most. He's here every night. Give it up for Neil Pinklebottom!
Bring it out! Bring it in! Bring it in! And give it a spin! Welcome to the Game Show Gameshow, where our brave and bold contestants will put their wits, skill, and game show awesomeness to the test on a collection of TV's favorite game shows on a game show! I'm your host, Neil Pinklebottom.
And I'm your co-host, Robert Fairbanks.
Over the next hour, our contestants will answer trivia questions and attempt to complete our game show challenges in order to collect as many points as possible. Today's top 3 scoring contestants will take home a prize, and today's #1 contestant will be crowned today's Game Show King or Queen! TV viewers, friends, and family at home, thanks for tuning in. It's time to toss away that magazine, kick away that TV dinner tray, and buckle into that lazy boy for an hour of game show awesomeness on the Game Show Gameshow! Contestants, are you ready?
Yeah!
Robert, are you ready?
Always ready!
And we've got 6 categories on the board. Those are boy bands, show us your match this pose, famous underwear, Disney movies, and U.S. history. And I'm coming over to you, Dara, because you're so patriotic and just, I'm here with you. I'm going to ask you to pick a category and point value.
Disney movies for 5.
All right, for 5 points, let's take a look at this question. In Flubber, what is the name of the professor's robot sidekick? All right, ooh, that's an answer from Jelly Bean.
Weebo?
Is it Weebo? Yeah! It's from the Robin Williams classic. Robin Williams classic, you got this. All right, you got control of the board, Jelly Bean.
Disney movies for 4.
All right, for 4 points.
What is it?
If Ariel from The Little Mermaid gave you a dingle hopper, what would she be giving?
Pull it back.
What would she be giving you? All right, this is the one I saw.
A twin?
Is it a twin? No! Your pal's not. I can't see you.
Oh, I thought it was a doppelganger. My bad.
Oh, hold it back. Hold it back. If Ariel from The Little Mermaid gave you a dingle hopper, what would she be giving you? All right.
A fork.
Is it a fork?
Yeah.
A twin.
Yeah! Alright, you got control of the board.
Okay, Disney for 3.
Alright, for 3 points, remember to keep your paddles back until I'm done reading. Andy is the name written on the bottom of the boots of this cowboy. All right, Wonder Woman.
Oh my God.
I don't think that's...
Is the cowboy's name? Oh my God. That's not really the response.
Oh my God, I can't remember this.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Let's try it again. Written on the bottom of the boots of this cowboy. And that was Baggins. Yeah! Nicely done. And you got control of the board, Baggins.
Nobody cheered.
Now that I
Let's do boy bands for 3.
All right, now it's ours. Boy bands for 3 points.
now.
You might call them the original boy band. They are John, Paul, George, and this is the one that came out after
The Beatles?
Is it John, Paul, George, and the Beatles? Oh! They are John, Paul, George, and here we go.
Oh man, I just get off the first.
Ringo?
Is it Ringo? Yeah! All right, let's get Harley Quinn up here. Harley Quinn, it's time for you to spin the wheel of fortune. She's going to give this a nice Harley Quinn spin, and we're going to chant, no Grammys, no Grammys, no Grammys, no Grammys, no Grammys, no Grammys. And that is spin it to win it. Go ahead and take your spot. That's spin it to win it. Here's the thing, everyone's going to get a chance to earn some points, but first, Harley, I've got to ask you a potentially embarrassing question.
Okay.
Of these 4 colors, which one's your favorite? Green, white, orange, or blue?
Blue.
Everyone turn around and look inside of your blue drawer.
That's my favorite
That
one.
is my favorite one too. Blue drawer, and it's time to make a spectacle of yourself.
Do I go my blue drawer too?
Yeah.
Yep.
Everyone, you will have 30 seconds. Don't start yet. You will have 30 seconds to get that ball into that basket using only the motion of your head. To get that in there, you may not use your hands to move the ball, but you can use your hands to keep the glasses affixed to your head. If that ball is in that basket at the end of 30 seconds, then you will get 5 points. Ready, set, go!
Ah, I got it!
What?
15 seconds.
Oh, it's wrapped around.
How'd you do that? Billy Bean, how'd you do that?
I don't know.
Oh,
Gotta get the rhythm.
Just sheer luck.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That's time! So, Jelly Bean, 5 points, and Scoops, 5 points! And Harley gets 3 points for spinning the wheel. Let's put those paddles, those glasses right back in there. And I'm coming over to you, Mondo, because it's been a while. So we've got control of the board. Going to you.
Let's do boy bands for 4.
All right, for 4 points, boy bands. What group has 2 Mickey Mouse Club alumni in its mix? And that was Dara.
NSYNC.
Is it NSYNC? Yeah, nicely done. And you got control of the board.
Match this pose for 2.
All right, so in this category, you will see a photograph. I will not read anything. If you think you can match the pose in the photograph, put your paddle out. And for 2 points, we'll see if you can match this pose. And that was definitely Jelly Bean. Come on out, show us what you got.
She's very fast. She's very fast.
So fast.
She's very fast.
Yeah! You held it for exactly half of a second, but you still got there. Nice job. You got control of the board.
But you're right.
Disney for 2.
All right, we love those Disney movies. Who is the nanny that uses an umbrella as her method of transportation? All right.
Mary Poppins.
Is it Mary Poppins? Nice! Yeah! Subject of the movie, saving Mr.
You're on the
Banks.
board before.
And
You got points before. Yeah.
Yes, you are on the board. Scoops, you got control.
For a question. I'll do U.S. history.
All right, for 3 points, U.S. history. Who was the 44th president? All right.
George Bush.
Is it George Bush? Let's try that again. Who was the 44th president? All right, Harley.
Obama.
Is it Obama? Yes, you can. You got control.
George Bush.
Famous underwear for 3.
All right, we're gonna go right in the middle of the famous
I
underwear.
had a good chance.
What superhero wears red underwear on the outside of his costume? All right, this was the one that came after I spoke.
Yeah.
Captain Underpants.
Is it Captain Underpants? Unfortunately, no. What superhero wears red underwear on the outside of his costume? All right, Mondo.
Superman?
Is it Superman?
Yeah.
He only recently got it back. He had not been wearing the underwear for 5 years, and he just got it back. So
Thank God.
yes,
Am I
just
right?
in time for this question. So Mondo.
All right.
Let's do boy bands for 5.
All right, let's max out the boy bands.
Trying to get some points.
Before he was living La Vida
I
Loca,
don't
Ricky
know.
Martin sang in what group? All right, that was Wonder Woman.
Menudo.
Is it Menudo? Yeah!
I knew it.
Menudo every Sunday. That was the thing. Wonder Woman, you got control of it.
Match this pose for 5.
All right,
Oh, there you go.
that's disposed for 5 points.
Oh.
Jelly Bean and Steph Joe, you're both coming out. Cheer them on, everyone.
Let's do it, baby!
The goose is like, what you do that at home? The goose is like, we got 2 kids, that's probably what you do. The goose, it's time for you to come down.
Oh boy.
It's time for the goose to spin the wheel. Let's give it up for the wheel. No whammies.
No whammies.
No whammies. No whammies.
No whammies.
Ooh, oh, it's Tear Tractor! Stand right here.
Get the ominous music going.
The goose, you run into our most terrifying event, and that is Tear Tractor! I'm going to ask you to pop this open and tell us what you see inside.
Go up.
Jelly bean.
Jelly beans! So the goose, you've got a very simple task. All you've got to do is eat one of those jelly beans and tell us what flavor it is. But the catch, I mean, I know you're just going to eat them, but we're going to tell everyone why. Because the catch is, one of those jelly beans is delicious. Mmm, yummy. The other one, not at all delicious. And I'll in fact tell you what those flavors could be, because one of those flavors is delicious coconut. I know some people don't love it, but it's pretty good compared to the other one, which is spoiled milk. So for 5 points, for 5 points,
Spoiled
you have those jelly beans. That's what it is.
Spoiled milk.
No, don't do that one.
Spoiled milk.
Spoiled milk.
Spoiled milk! 5 points for the goose, plus 3 for the Nice job. Let's give it up for the goose. I'm going to say that again. Let's give it up for the goose. And now, time for another round of questions. I'm coming over to you, Baggins.
All right. Let's do U.S. history 4.
All right, for 4 points, U.S. history. What year did the U.S. land on the moon? All right, Dara.
1969.
Is it 1969?
You know it is.
69, You've got control of your... Oh, there's a high five waiting for you.
Tell me your what?
Famous underwear for 5.
All right, we're going to go deep down into the famous underwear. Name the superhero Mr. Crump was transformed into by 2 4th grade boys, George and Harold, in this 14-book children's series.
Nope.
All right, that's Jelly Bean.
Captain Underpants.
Is it Captain Underpants? That was the one from earlier that you thought. Nice job there. That's Jelly Bean maintaining an epic lead. Take a look at that. By the way, it says Jelly Beam. I don't know if that's a thing.
Oh, I'll fix it.
All right, you got control of the board.
Show us here for 5.
All right, in this category, show us your, you will see a verbal prompt. I will read out that verbal prompt. If you think you can do that thing, put your paddle out, and for 5 points, you can show us your breakdance backspin. It's worth 5 points. That is the goose. Come on down. Robert's going to play a tune for you. It wasn't the classic, but it was good enough for me. All right, so the goose, you got control of the board.
U.S. history for 5.
Remember, competition is helpful, right? U.S. history for 5 points. This person was the first African American ever appointed to the U.S. Supreme Court from 1967 to 1991. Oh, it's the goose was there first.
Yeah, Thurgood Marshall.
Is it Thurgood Marshall? 5 points for the goose. All right, you got control again.
U.S. history 2.
U.S. history for 2 points. What month did the United States enter World War II? All right.
February.
Is it February? Oh, it's not. What month did the United States enter World War II? And that was jelly bean.
December?
Is it December? December 7th, 1941, a date which will live in infamy and also in Jelly Bean's memory. You've got control of the board.
Match this pose for 4.
All right, for 4 points, can you match this pose? That's Zara. And also Steph Joe, come on out.
You can really do that.
Good luck to you.
Whoa! Well done.
The jeans. The jeans.
In heels! You're both getting the point!
Nice job, girl. Hey, girl.
Oh no, you didn't? For real? Okay. Steph Joe, you got control of the board.
I'll do show us yours for 4.
All right, for 4 points, can you show us your silly human trick? If you're a human, if you got a trick, you can show us.
I can do something.
All right, Kels, what are you gonna do? And then do
Well,
it.
it's not even a trick. I
Just tell us.
You already
I
do
just
it. You
put it
already
on
do
my legs.
Let's see it.
It's dumb. It's dumb.
You don't even tell me to do it.
Tricks.
No, I get some points. Why not?
There you go. That explains your trim core. Your trim core. Speaking of trim cores, it's time to bring in Baggins to spin the wheel of fortune cookie.
Let's go, kids.
No blammies! 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 And that is everyone's got talent. Stand right here, Baggins, because here at the Gameshow Gameshow, we believe that everyone has talent. When we say talent, we mean quantity, not quality. So,
My least favorite talent.
Baggins, we've got 5 different talents for you to display. One moment. We've got these juggling balls. We've got these finger symbols, often associated with belly dancing. We have this joke book. We have this hula hoop, and we have this guitar. It only has 5 strings, and it's incredibly out of tune. For each of the talents that you can display in 30 seconds, you will walk away with a point, up to a max of 5. Ready, set, cheer on, and go!
Go. You're done. That's it.
All right. What did you get when you combine a monster and a genius?
What?
Frankenstein.
Oh!
Yes.
4, that's time! I didn't get this. Oh, yeah.
Oh, this? Yeah, okay.
Still got time. 5 seconds.
Oh no.
5 points for Baggins! Everyone put your paddles away.
Oh, it's so out too.
Put your paddles away because we're changing gears.
Crush you.
You're now a family, and you're now a family, and we're playing the Trivia Feud! Mondo and Harley Quinn right here.
Wait, I lost my paddle on that.
You don't need it right now.
Come on, no.
Oh, it's probably on the thing.
I know. Should I go
Look at it.
All right, yeah, go get it right now. Mondo, Harley Quinn, shake hands, face each other, put your hands behind your back. Robert, in a moment, will read a question. If you think you have a response that belongs on this board, then ring this bell without breaking my hand. If your answer is on this board, we will play immediately. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Robert.
If Barbie had to raise some fast cash, name something she might auction off.
Her card.
Her car!
Number 1 answer.
Nicely done. Thank you so much, Joe. Thank you so much. We're going to put it over here. Don't confer yet. Do not confer yet. No conferring on either side, please. No help. No chatting about it, please. Wonder Woman, we've got 4 answers on the board, and it is tough times at Mattel. So please tell us what Barbie would get rid of for cash.
Her outfit?
Her outfits!
Number 2 answer.
Nicely done. All right, Hells, we've got 3 answers on the board.
Shoes.
Her shoes!
Number 4.
Nice! Shoes are not real outfits.
Shoes are not
not outfits. Baggins, we've got 2 answers left on the board.
Her car. Or
Yes, that's already on the board.
Guys.
her house.
Her house! Oh, Ooh, it was a solid answer, but Barbie's a renter. It is a tough economy for a millennial. It's in her dreams. It's in her dreams. Steph Joe, we've got 2 answers left on the board.
Her accessories, her purses.
Her purses! Ooh, all right, so Harley, here's what's going to happen. We've got 2 answers left on the board. Please no conferring yet. We've got 2 answers left on the board. If you're right, we'll continue to play with your team. If you're wrong, the other team will get 10 seconds to confer and a chance to steal those points. So, if Barbie had to raise some fast cash, name something she might auction off.
Her dog?
Her dog! Come on. Oh! Take 10 seconds to confer. Please don't talk anything. I hear you right now.
I don't know, sure. I was going to say Ken. Sure.
That would be horrible though.
I didn't care. I don't know. Okay.
And that's time. Scoops, you're our team representative.
We're gonna go with boat.
Her boat! Mondo, have you spun the wheel yet?
No, I haven't.
Well, first let's reveal the other answer.
We're gonna do that.
Ken's up. You said that too, right?
Mondo, it's time for you to spin the
He
wheel.
has a boat. I thought about it.
Yeah, I said accessories.
My first boat.
No blammies. And we're following it here. And whose dime is it anyway? Stand right here. And now, Mondo, I'm going to ask you to pick 2 people in this room. One person that you might know, the other one that you don't know. Pick
I'm
2
going to
that
pick
you
my
know.
wife, and I'll pick Jellybean.
All right, great. So, Jellybean, Jellybean, I'm going to ask you to stand right here. Mondo, I'm going to ask you to stand right here, and Kel's right behind Mondo. You are now going to play, and if you have a camera, this is a good one to take pictures of your friends doing stuff. So, you're going to play Whose Dime Is It Anyway? Mondo, it starts with you grabbing one of these very clean, never before used tongue depressors and making a diving board out of your mouth with it. Like so.
What?
Yes. Arms akimbo, Mondo?
Oh my god, try to catch it.
Yes. And Kels, you're going to put this mask on and stick your arms in those holes right there. And Jellybean. Jellybean. You're all a team. Your job is to get as many of those dimes onto that stick as you can, but you cannot touch any of this.
What am I supposed
You
to do with
got
my hand?
Listen up. You got this. So Jellybean, you're going to be giving directions to Kels over here, and your job is to get them to get those dimes on that stick. But here's the deal: the silver dimes, those are worth 1 point each at the end of 30 seconds. This gold dime worth 3 points, and these cruddy-looking dimes that look like they were stepped on, if there were any of those on there, you will not get any points. No one will get points. So, you're directing them. She's doing and you're doing the whole movie stand. Let's get that up. Right? 30 seconds on the clock. Ready, set, go!
Okay, go down, go down, go down.
No touching.
Okay, touch it. Okay, keep reaching to your, yep. Wait, hold on, let me see it. Put it down, throw it away. Next one. Yeah, that's a good one. Put it right up in his mouth. A little higher, yeah. Yeah, next one.
One at a time, please. One at a time.
That's a good one. Keep going, higher.
15 seconds.
Higher. Yeah, there you go. One more. Keep going. Yeah, that's a good one. Higher. Yep. Oh,
5, 4,
there you go.
3, 2, 1.
And that's time! All right, let's see what's here. 2 points! Everyone here gets 2 points! And Mondo gets 3 points for spinning the wheel.
Well done. Oh, nice.
All right, so we're going to bring forward Wonder Woman and
You
Dara.
got that.
Wonder Woman and Dara, it's time for you to meet right here.
Let's go.
Face each other, shake your hands, put your hands behind your back. And Robert, when you're ready. Hands behind your back.
Name something people are often chased by in movies.
A monster.
Monster!
Good answer.
Nice job. Good job. All right, thank you so much. Jellybean, you're very familiar. I think you've been in a lot of movies. Since you've been in so many, what would be chasing you?
A police car?
Police! It's being very slow. Yeah, nice job there. The goose. The goose. I think you've watched a lot of movies.
A killer.
A killer!
Yeah.
Nicely done. Excellent job. Scoops. 2 answers left on the board.
I'm gonna go with a storm.
A storm!
Ooh.
It's both Twister and Sharknado, but that's all I can think of. All right, it's true, they do run. Mondo.
Dogs.
Dogs! Oh, nicely done. And Dara, we've got 1 answer left on the board.
Bring it on.
Zombies?
Zombies!
Same thing.
And you fit in the monsters category. I'm so sorry. All right, so Jelly Bean, you've got 1 chance and 1 answer on the board. So if it's right, you're going to get the points. If it's wrong, they'll get a chance to steal.
I don't even know. Scary people.
You already, that's okay.
Bad guys.
Cars.
Cars! Yeah! All right, and that was our answer right there. And it's time to call forward 12. Time for you to spin the wheel.
Oh wait.
No blammies! No blammies! No blammies! No blammies! No blammies! No. Ooh, and that is dancing with the contestants. So Kels, stand right here because you're gonna have to pick 1 teammate that you trust with your life.
Oh, cool.
1
So on
teammate.
this side, or
Anywhere.
I'm gonna pick my husband.
All right, that's probably a good choice. Probably a good choice. So here's the job you have. You're gonna dance toward me and dance back, but not just any dance. This is the tango. All right, here's what's gonna happen. You do not need to be technically accurate. All I care is that you're cheek to cheek, this way and that way. If you can do that in 10 seconds, this way and back, you will get 5 points each. Ready, set, go! Awesome, nice job, Aaron, nice job. And it's time to call forward Baggins and the Goose. Let's cheer on for them.
Let's go.
All right, shake hands, put your hands behind your back. And Robert, when you're ready.
Name an animal you can recognize just by its nose.
Dog.
A dog!
Number 2 answer. If I can get it to come up.
Nice!
Number
Thank
2
you so
answer.
much, Baggins. All right, so, great answer there. Nice job. We didn't cheer for the goose.
Goose.
Let's cheer for the goose! Goose! Name a creature whose proboscis tickles your memory fibers.
An anteater.
An anteater!
That's good, Delvin.
Yeah! Nicely done, Mondo.
Pig.
A pig!
Number 1 answer.
Oh, Dara. It wasn't the number 1 answer.
An elephant.
An
That's
elephant!
number 1.
Number 1 answer.
All right, that's your number 1 answer. All right, Jelly Bean, we've got 2 answers left on the board and no strikes.
Cat.
A cat! Nicely done. All right, the
Sweeping
Goose,
the board.
this could be a clean sweep. If you get this right, then you can have all the points.
Crocodile.
A crocodile! Ooh, that's the one that sees you in a while, not the one that sees you later. So, so sorry, Goose. Scoops, thanks for recognizing. Sorry. Scoops.
A horse.
A horse! A horse! And,
Good job, team.
have you,
Good job,
Steph Joe, have
team.
you spun the wheel?
Nice job.
Come on.
Yeah, I think everybody needs to. Let's
go, Steph.
No, you're done. Spin the wheel. Yeah.
Just me.
It's just me.
And this is Stinko. Stand right here. Because Steph Joe, you're going to play one of our favorite games. It's called Stinko. And it's Stinko.
All right, yeah.
So here's the deal. You're going to drop a puck down, and wherever it drops, you're going to get that number of points. But here's the deal, Steph Joe. I'm going to give you a chance to potentially double your score. Okay, double the score that you're going to get here. And here, inside of this briefcase, we have your pucks. If you can correctly identify the scent of the scratch and sniff sticker on that puck, you will double that score. So, which do you want? This one or this one? All right. This is a sweet food item that starts with the letter, I believe it's C. Let's take a look. B. Starts with the letter B. And this is a sweet food item. You might find it in a pie.
Starts with a B.
Yes. There's a strong color association. You can scratch it. You can definitely scratch it.
Blueberry?
What'd you say it was?
Blueberry?
Is it a blueberry? Blueberry! Yeah! Steph Joe. 6 points! Nice job there. Steph Joe. Bean have been up here. So let's do this. Is it you have not been up here? All right.
Have you guys been up?
They have not.
Okay.
We only do
Have you
4.
done that yet?
After
Yeah.
that, not the spin.
Yeah. All right. Shake hands. Put your hands behind your back. Robert.
Name something parents tell their kids not to waste.
Money.
Money.
Number 2 answer.
Nice.
Yeah!
Jody. And we'll continue down this road. Baggins, you may have had parents at some point, so please tell us what parents would tell their kids not to waste.
Their food.
Their food!
Sends home for food.
Number 1
Nice
answer.
job. Number 1 answer on the board. Steph Joe, you know, someday you may have kids. What would you tell them?
I would say toilet paper.
Don't waste toilet paper! I mean, sometimes it belongs on a tree on Halloween.
Yeah.
So, Harley Quinn,
That's good. That's good.
Water.
don't waste water!
That's good.
Nice job. Number 3 on the board. Wonder Woman,
Time.
don't waste time! It's on your side, right there. All right. Kels, we've got 2 answers left on the board. Only 1 strike so far.
Education.
Don't waste your education. I have never heard that phrase ever uttered anywhere. But we have a lot of people who say that. Baggins, we've got 2 answers on the board and only 1 chance left. So if you get this right, you're going to continue playing. Otherwise, they'll get a chance to steal. And please, no conferring yet.
Your chance.
Don't waste your chance. Oh, take 10 seconds, y'all.
I
Take
get it.
10
It's like
seconds.
M&M. You only get one opportunity.
The movement, the
Yep, that's the one.
All right. Oh, jelly bean.
Electricity.
Electricity.
Oh.
Yeah! You're getting the points!
Final answer on the board was don't waste your life.
Life! Not waste life!
It's kind of like life.
And yet it's a totally different word.
It is totally. Wonder Woman, have you spun the wheel?
Spun it? No.
Come on up. No blammies! No blammies! No blammies! No blammies! No blammies! And that is the scavenger hunt. Ooh, I'm going to take your spot. Everyone's going to get a chance to earn some points. And here's the deal. We're going to give you 30 seconds to find an object in this room. However, you will not need to touch that object. If you move from where you are standing, I will put you back where you are standing. Okay? All you need to do is raise your hand in the air. If you see it, at the end of 30 seconds, we will verify that you have found that object. You will not need to look inside your drawers. You will not need to look behind the curtains. It will not be behind in the dark part of the room, okay? 30 seconds on the clock. If you find, for you to find the object that is listed on top of your drawer. Take a look at the top of your drawer. What does it say there? Look for that thing and you've got 30 seconds. Give everyone else.
I got it. Put our hands up at the end.
10 seconds.
10 seconds.
Sarah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And that's time! All right, Jellybean, what were you looking for?
Cow.
That's a cow! Nicely done. That's, no one cheered for Jellybean. Let's try that. Goose.
Disco ball.
There's a disco ball! Nicely done. Scoops, what were you
Got a
looking for?
baseball.
There is your baseball. Nicely done, Scoops. 5 points for you, Mondo.
Fish.
There's your fish on a line and a sinker. Dara, what were you looking for?
Jeez, we're standing in front of it, the fortune cookie.
I'm so sorry. You found it, Dara. 5 points for you. 5 points for you. You're right. Kels, 5 points for all of them. Kels, what were you looking for?
I saw the gnome.
There's your flamingo. 5 points for you. Nicely done, the Baggins.
Rubber ducky.
There is your rubber ducky. 5 points for you. All right, Steph.
Cheese
Did
grater.
you find a cheese grater? There it is. Nicely done. 5 points. Harley.
Baseball mitt.
Baseball mitt, did you find? Right over there, 5 points for you. And
The gnome.
there's your gnome. Nice job. Let's give it up for everyone! And everyone, please get your paddles ready. Get your paddles ready because we have a new set of trivia questions coming. And I am coming to Harley Quinn because it's been so long. We've got 6 categories: Sing That Verse, Iconic Clothing, Impressions, Super Challenges, Chicago Sports, and Carbs. Please pick a category and point value.
Iconic clothing for 4.
All right, for 4 points, iconic clothing.
Oh,
That is not the category.
I was like, what?
There it
In
is.
2010, Lady Gaga wore a dress made out of what atypical material to the MTV Video Music Awards? All right.
Meat?
Is it meat?
No way.
It is meat. Nicely done. And here, Rob, can we turn that music down to that?
Feels bad for me. I'll take Chicago sports for 3, please.
All right, for 3 points. This soccer team shares its name with a locally shot TV show. All right, Mondo.
Chicago Fire.
Is it Chicago Fire? Nicely done. 3 points for you, Mondo.
Chicago sports for 5.
All right, for 5 points. What is the name of Chicago's WNBA team? All right, Dara.
Sky.
Is it the Sky? Nicely done. All right.
Well, let's do impressions for 4.
For 4.
4.
All right. We've seen that question, and that in this category, yeah, because that's gone. It's
Oh,
gone.
that's funny. Oh, I see. 3.
All right. In this category, you will see the name of a character or person. Oh, it came out early. Can you do an impression of Scooby-Doo? And that is Steph Joe.
What?
Yeah! You did get there at the end. At the very end. Pretty good. It sounded more like a terrier or like a beagle. All right, and let's do another one.
Okay, let's do sing that verse for 5.
All right, in this category, you will see the lyrics to a song. I will read out those lyrics, and if you can sing the remainder of that verse, then you will get the points. For 5 points, let's sing this verse. If you see a faded sign at the side of the road that says 15 miles to the
Love Shack.
Love Shack, baby! Love Shack. Oh, not that. Love Shack. Ready? I'll do the next one.
Let's do iconic clothing for 5.
All right, for 5 points, iconic clothing. In A Christmas Story, the Pink Nightmare is a nickname for what outfit? And this was...
Bunny rabbit.
Is it the Bunny Rabbit? There you are. Nicely done. Woo. All right, control goes to you.
Super challenges for 3.
All right, for 3 points, let's see this super challenge. It is telephone. Robert, do you want to describe this for them?
I'm trying to fix this computer.
Oh, yes. All right, so everyone, I'm going to hand a card to you and a card to you. Your job is to whisper what it says on this card all the way down the line until it reaches Dara, until it reaches you, Wonder Woman. And here's the deal. Once it reaches Dara, once it reaches Wonder Woman, your job is to come over to me and whisper into my ear. The team that is most accurate will get the 3 points for every player. If it's equally inaccurate, or equally accurate, then whoever's here first will win. Ready, set, go!
Oh my gosh.
All right, so both of those answers were perfectly correct. Candy crunching coconut lovers, but Dara was there first. This team gets 3 points. All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And now let's keep going. Let's go to you, the goose.
Carbs for 5.
All right, for 5 points, my favorite category. What cereal is known as the breakfast of champions? All right, this is the one that came after.
Wheaties?
Is it Wheaties? Nicely done. It is the breakfast of
Dara
champions.
started getting this thing.
Control goes to you.
Let's do super challenges for 5.
All right, for 5 points, this is
Sorry, stop.
the dance-off. All right, Dara. So you're gonna come forward.
I think this is the way.
And Dara, I'm gonna give you opponents. I'm gonna give Harley, come on out, and Jellybean, come on out. So here's the deal. All 3 of you are dancing against each other. Here's what's gonna happen in just a moment. DJ Robert is going to drop 3 tunes. He's going to drop 3 tunes, and each of you is going to dance your asses off. So, at the same time. Here's the deal. We'll judge this at the end, okay? So, just judge it. There are 3 songs. When the song changes, change up with the song.
Yes.
Cheer on, everyone!
Let's get it.
DJ Robert. Song number 2!
I think you're doing it.
And song number 3! Stay where you are. I know you want to just bask in the glory, but stay where you are. So here at the Game Show, we cheer for everyone. But if you think that they deserve to win, cheer for them a little bit more. So if you think that it goes to Harley Quinn, give it up! And if you think that it's Jellybean, give it up! And if you think it's Dora, ow! All right, and that's points going to Dora. Now, Scoops, have you spun the wheel?
I have not.
Come on down. No whammies! No whammies! No whammies! No whammies! No whammies! No whammies! And that is teal or not teal. Stand right here, Scoops, because you will notice we have right here, face this way. We have 4 briefcases. You'll notice that 2 of them are teal. 2 of them are steel. You've got to choose 2 and bring them right where you're standing. Help them out, everyone. The teal one!
I gotta get the teal one.
Are you sure? Okay. All right. So what you don't know, what you did not know is that those briefcases have scores 0, 1, 2, and 5 in them. And Robert's going to show you the 2 that you got picked. Oh, it's definitely not the highest score. It's definitely not the lowest score. And here is your other briefcase.
It's a 5.
The 1.
So one of those briefcases is a 0. The other is a 5. Help them make a choice, everyone. Left, right, teal. Pick the teal one. Teal one. Oh, wait. We just got a call from the bank, Scoops.
Okay.
We can open up this briefcase, or you can walk away with 3 points. Help them make a choice, everyone.
Take it. Yeah, of course. I already lost.
With the ball!
Yeah. All right. Nicely done.
I want you to take the 3 so you won't I knew it was going to be 5. I want you to take the 3.
Steph Joe, I'm coming over to you. You've got control of the board.
Oh, you still
Okay, I'll take impressions for 5.
All right. Impressions for 5 points. Share. And this was the one that came after I spoke. Steph Joe, come on.
What did I just say?
Share.
Do an impression.
Oh, I did impression.
No. You can only get away with so much.
If you believe. Nice. She was in the most recent Mamma Mia movie. And she would do that part. Hell, you got control for it.
Chicago sports for 4.
All right, for 4 points, Chicago sports. How many championships have the Blackhawks won? All right, that's Kells.
4?
Is it 4? Oh. How many championships have the Blackhawks won? All right, this is the one.
5?
Is it 5? Last chance here. How many championships have the Blackhawks won? All right.
7.
Is it 7? Oh, you skipped right around it.
It was 6.
Yeah.
6.
It's
It's
like all
like
of them
6.
back in the room.
Scoops, for having the right answer in mind.
Yeah, it's all of them. I'm going to go with sing that verse for 4.
All right, for 4 points. Because if you liked it. All right, Mondo.
And you should have put a ring on it.
Yeah! Oh,
Well done.
well done. She's right behind you, unfortunately. All right.
Let's go carbs for 4.
All right, for 4 points. What is it called when a runner will eat a large meal, usually pasta, the night before a race? All right, that's the goose.
Carb loading.
Is it carb loading?
Yes.
Oh,
Nicely done. All right, you've got this. And control of the board.
Carbs for 3.
All right, for 3 points. The cronut is a cross between what 2 breakfast carbs? Mondo.
Croissant and a donut.
Is it croissant or donut?
it's a croissant.
Yeah! You're right, it is a croissant.
Accent. I know we need an accent.
Let's go iconic clothing for 3.
All right, for 3 points, iconic clothing. What was Steve Urkel's favorite clothing, excess or read? All right.
Yeah, too soon. Too late, come on. Suspenders.
Suspenders!
Man, that was a long time ago.
Yeah!
Long time ago.
Who has not spun the wheel yet? Who has not spun the wheel? Dara, you're coming up.
Yeah.
Oh, we already know. There's only one thing. It's snack race. And Jellybean, you're going to be our competitor right here.
Well, Charlie, that's so hard.
Oh, wait a second. You're on the same side. I'm wrong. So you're going to stand right here. I'm so sorry. You can't compete because you're literally on the same side. So we're going to pick someone from this side, Dara. Go ahead and pick a competitor from this side of the room.
Do it.
I don't know. Baggins.
Baggins. All right, so Dara, Baggins, you are now the captains of your teams. You will have these cards. Your job is to get your team to guess as many of the words and phrases on these cards as you can. You can do or say, you can do or say anything that you want except for the words that are on the card. For instance, if it was a fire truck, you could say it's a red emergency vehicle. It goes woo woo woo. But you can't say the word fire, you can't say the word truck, and you can't say the word fire truck. For each word or phrase that your team gets, each member of your team is going to get a point. 30 seconds on the clock.
Keep going through it. Is it the whole group or just each one?
The whole group. Ready, set, go!
This is like a branch, like a small branch.
Twig.
This is when you're sleeping and you wake up and you're scared and you have a... This was a show in the 90s and it's also like a flower when it...
Blossom fruit.
Yep.
Banana.
And this is something you sleep on, like if you're on in a tent, like a... Yep. This is something that you know about water your water. This is something that's underwater.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That's time! All right, Baggins. What phrases did you get?
We got ceiling fan, pogo stick, banana peel, and that was it.
3 points for every member of this team! Yeah, sure. What phrases did you get?
Twig, nightmare blossom, cot, garden hose, sequence bit.
7 points for every member of this team! All right, and we are in the final 3.5 minutes of the Game Show, so we are entering what I like to call Lightning Round! And that means that I will pick all of the categories.
Well, I went
of
up 10 and then subtracted 3 for the 7 because it's easier to hit a button. Also, just for questioning that, there's another 10 gone from you. I'm just kidding. It's a lightning round.
I'm messing with you. We're in lightning round. I'm going to double the scores, and I'm going to pick the categories and point values. So let us sing that verse for 2. Just a small town girl. All right, step jump.
Living in a small town world.
You gotta sing that.
That's not it.
Living in a small town world.
Oh,
Unfortunately, the lyrics are just a small town girl. All right, Mara.
Living in a lonely world.
Yeah, that is
Living in a small town world.
we will go to cards for 2.
Cards for 2?
What would you say to someone trying to swipe your Kellogg's breakfast waffles? And that is Harley.
Lego my ego.
Is it Lego my ego? Nicely done. Scoreboard out. I didn't see it till it was too late. All right, let's try that. Let's do iconic clothing for 2 points.
Oh, yeah.
What color was Michael Jackson's jacket in the Thriller video? All right.
Red?
Is it red?
Well, yeah.
Nicely done, Scoops. You got yourself some points there. And let us take a look at impressions for 2. Mr. T. All right, Baggins.
A bit of food. A bit of food.
You got a little foghorn leghorn in there with your mouth. but I'll take it. I'll take it. Got the right words in there. We will go to Chicago sports for 2. Oh, why am I talking? Name Chicago's 2 MLB teams. All right, it is still Scoops.
Chicago White Sox and the Cubs.
Is it the Sox and the Cubs? Yeah, there you go. That's 4 points for you. All right. We'll sing that verse for 3.
The lightning round.
Sing
So
that
if you
verse
want
for
to
3.
keep questioning points, I can start taking them away.
Sing that verse for 3. I can't get no. All right, and that's Baggins again.
Satisfaction.
Yeah! All right, we'll go to iconic clothing for 1. What type of hat did Indiana Jones wear?
Fedora?
Is it a fedora? It is a fedora! Nicely done. Sing that verse for 1. Do you want to build a... All right.
Snowman!
Yeah! 2 points for you, Harley. And we will continue with Chicago sports for 1. What is Chicago's NFL team? All right, Kels. Is it the Bears? Nicely done. And we've got time for a little bit more. Let's do impressions for 1. Arnold Schwarzenegger. All right.
I'll be back.
Yeah! All right. And cards for 1. 2 rival types of this favorite food include New York style and Chicago deep dish. What food is it? All right.
Pizza!
Is it pizza? Yeah! All right, everyone. Put your paddles away because we're up to our final challenge, and that is Super Challenge number 2. Now, that is the neck ball pass. Here's the thing. We have these specially designed neck balls. They will only go between your chin and your chest and no place else. So, Kels, don't insert this yet. Don't insert this yet. Here's the job. This is a race. You're going to put those between your necks and pass them from neck to neck all the way down. Once it reaches you, Wonder Woman, once it reaches you, Dara, you're going to do a 360-degree turn and then pass them all the way back. 360 and then pass it back. And then when it gets back to you, Jelly Bean and Kels, your job is to get it back in here. The first team to get it in this basket will get 10 points per player. Each player is getting 10 points. Ready, set, go!
Come on, Goose, get in this.
Hey, easy over there, easy. There you go. Spread. No, bring it back to it. Do it here. Do it here.
We're going to take the bucket.
Robert's going to take a moment to tabulate those scores. We don't know who has won yet, but Jelly Bean, if you win the Game Show, where will you go? Aruba! Where are you going?
Back to my hotel.
My hotel! All right,
The nearest bar.
the nearest bar!
I'm gonna go wherever he goes.
Yeah!
Crazy.
Crazy! Hawaii! Tahiti!
The mountains!
The mountains!
The golf course.
The golf course in Italy! Nice job! How are we doing on those scores?
I've got our top 3 contestants.
Any ties?
There are no ties. Very close, but no ties.
All right, so Robert is going to now announce our winners.
In 3rd place with 61 total points, it is Scoops with
You're taking home a collector's edition water bottle from Ragnarok Axes. Let's give it up for Scoops!
In 2nd place, she was in the lead most of the game, and then just couldn't hold on in the end. It's Jelly Bean with 60.
Jelly Bean! Jelly Bean! You are taking home a free pass to our newest attraction, Ragnarok Axes. We will teach you how to throw axes at the wall, and you will have awesome axe throwing competition. It's upstairs on the 8th floor. You don't need to figure out a map to get here because it's just the same building. Let's give it up for Jelly Bean! All right, and our winner.
And the comeback winner of the day with 68 points. It is Dara!
Not only are you taking home a collector's edition water bottle and a free pass to Ragnarok Axes, you are now our game show queen! All right, everyone, we are now crowning our queen. Let's all bow to our queen. And let's dance it out, y'all. Let's dance it out. Put it out, put it out, bring it in, and give it a spin! And let's join up on the dance floor, y'all. This has been the Game Show, everyone. We hope